everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talkoffame podcast. I hope everyone is enjoying their day wherever you're listening or wherever you're based. I know every time zone is different for everyone, but today we're joined by the amazing Sky. Hailing
What's
from
up?
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, comes a fresh, dope, game-changing artist who's more than ready to take the world by storm. And she calls herself the flyest bitch alive. I was scared to say that word,
Period.
but I don't think it's insane. But known for her role as the only female in the group, Nightmare Gang, she is making her solo entrance into the music industry with hits such as Finto and Making Me Sick, as well as new music videos, shows, and merch on the way. She came in eating competition is leaving no crumbs, which I
Right.
can agree on. And she's
Yes.
honestly such a queen, and I'm so honored to have her as a guest for today's episode. And Sky, thank
Thank
you so much
you.
for coming on and taking time to chat with me today. Like, I
Of
really appreciate you coming on and
course.
taking time, and like, especially, how are you, especially?
Yeah, no, first, thank you for having me. What do you mean? Like, I appreciate you for even reaching out to me. So, no, I'm excited. I'm ready. Like, yeah, I'm feeling
Love
good.
it. Love it. So I know this is a very quick cliche question. I know like the same exact question. I'm probably sure you'll get as much times like every single day, but like how did you kind of get your like career started in the songwriting industry?
Yeah. Honestly, like I've always like had an affinity with music since I was a kid. I would like write little songs, a little cat in the hat type rhyme. Nothing too serious, but I would like write little stuff and like I always knew I wanted to do music. I really thought I was gonna be a singer, but your girl wasn't blessed with the vocal cord like I wish I was. So then after like a few years, I ended up meeting a friend who was a singer. And I like was writing a lot of poetry at the time. And I was kind of like, I could rap, like I could put this on a beat. And so then after that, it just kind of went from there. And then I ended up meeting my ex group mates in Nightmare Gang and we started a whole thing. And then from there, it just never stopped.
What? Like were you always into rap music, or we just kind of like, okay, go with the flow into any music as long as I'm singing or rapping, I'm really the happiest person.
Yeah, like because I listen to everything. And so I create everything, like, especially this year, like, I'm gonna put out more music that really, like, shows more of my versatility and that, like, range. But
Mhm.
yeah, like, I listen to everything. So I end up creating everything. So it was never, like, necessarily I want to do, like, hip hop or rap specifically. I think I was just more drawn to it, per se.
That makes sense. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but for me, like I don't like I'm into everything like same as you, but it's like rap music just hits different for some
It
reason.
does.
Like
It
it's
really
literally the
does.
best genre to listen to when you're working out or just doing something
Facts.
like to get you pumped up. But
Yep.
like I'm kind of curious, like who are some rappers that you absolutely love or just like
Oh my
inspire you in
God.
general?
Yes, that's so hard because like I listen to so many people, but definitely like Nipsey Hussle is one of my biggest like inspirations. I love Nipsey Hussle. Kanye West, J.
Mhm.
Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Two Chainz, Big Sean, of course, Nicki Minaj, and all of the females, really, Cardi, Megan, all of them. Like, it's really, really cool because, like, as an artist, you can take a little bit of inspiration from each person and they kind
Mhm.
of build and make a part of you. So it's really cool because I
Mhm.
don't think I just have a favorite, like,
Yeah. Like all
person
like
I
the
would
big
listen
time
to. I listen
artists
to
that are the most
everything.
popular.
Yeah, I listen to everything, everybody.
Yeah, like I'm kind of like I'm sure it's a yes for this question, but do you listen to Drake?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Like I'm like because I love Drake. I love his music. Like what's your favorite song of
Right?
Drake?
Oh God. I
I'm
don't
like
even
and
know.
there's so many. Like there's so many
It
classics. I
is.
can give you like okay, this. There's so many. I can give
Oh, sheesh. You know what I mean? Like, and because like there's different like versions of Drake. Like you have your
yeah.
like Draking like
Mhm.
depression, heartbreak mode. You have your hype Drake. You have like the islandy feel Drake. Like there's so many. So I
And
can't
also
say
like
a
your little
favorite.
dancey Drake. Of course,
Exactly,
version.
like. he's really good at creating vibes and then just like, I don't know, you have a vibe for every single, he has a song for every vibe.
Yeah, every vibe, every feeling, happy, sad, don't know how I'm feeling mode. He has every mode to his music, especially like
Every
when
single
he
one.
first started out, like in the mid early 2000s, mid 2000s. Those were this his mid prime.
Facts, facts. And that's what's like really, really cool about him is because he's found a way to like keep reinventing himself over all this time and still creating hits. Like goals right there. Goals.
Is he going on tour this year?
Yes, he's coming here with J. Cole in a few months. Or might be
Yeah, like
next
I
month
saw he was going
actually.
on, like I saw something about a tour, but I wasn't sure.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like he would put on such a great concert.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Like,
sure.
are you seeing him in concert or no?
I'm not, but only because girl, I looked at the ticket prices.
Oh, they're so expensive.
Yes.
I'm like I don't know if they're
But
as
I'm sure it's
expensive
gonna be
as
worth
Taylor
it.
Swift's though. I'm not sure
Oh,
about that.
but see, I don't know, but I did like from the clips that I've seen of Taylor Swift shows, they look legit. Just like
Yeah.
Beyonce. Like I wish I would have spent the money and I wish I would have seen both of them because I feel like the shows were definitely worth it.
Like, did you
Now,
see like the Eras tour film though? Like, did you see like where
hmm,
that was this legit? Like, I mean,
yeah,
I feel like it was made up with the money. Like, I feel like it was worth the money, but I feel
yeah,
like it shouldn't be as much priced as it was, you know?
agreed. Yeah, no, for sure. Cause like, we're trying to eat and live and stuff too. Like we still have to survive after the concert.
Right?
But
Like
yeah,
some people just never recover from the concert. I personally don't think I ever will, to be
yeah,
honest with you.
yeah,
But like like how do you kind of get like motivation to make rap music? Like how do you kind of write and publish these songs? Especially because I
yeah.
know with rap music it's so hard to figure out like a writing
Hmm.
process for it.
For sure. I mean, a lot of my writing process comes from the beats. Like once I hear a beat, a lot of the times the words just kind of come to me based on whatever the energy I'm feeling from the beat or whatever like vibe or maybe like when I hear the beat, I might dance like just in
Mhm.
my head and it's like, okay, yeah, this is kind of like a bop. Okay, let me write it this way or let me write this way or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of where my inspiration comes from. And then like, so I write all of my own music. So everything that I write is like things that I'm going through, ways that I feel. Maybe I'm just really feeling myself that day. And you're like, you know what? Yeah, I'm about to just write, how I'm feeling. Or like a lot of my songs that I'm about to release are more like introspective and personal. And so it's like, I'm going through things at the same time. So I write about that as well. And it's really like a release for me more than anything for whatever it is.
Yeah, like do you like typically like come with the music as they go? Like do you write music as kind of like, okay, I love this music. Like I like kind of like you are a fan
Oh,
of the song,
wait.
but you never actually wrote it type of thing.
It just kind of depends, to be honest. But like typically I'm like, nah, I wrote this. This is mine. I wrote this. Like I did that.
Yeah, like
But
I wrote this, no one else did but me. This is not me.
yes, yes, because like I think for me as an artist, like that's important to me. Like just knowing that I did this, I think, and like there's nothing wrong with having ghostwriters or having other people writing for you, but like for me, like I said, like, music is my release. Whether I'm happy, sad, hype, depressed, whatever's going on in my life, you're gonna hear about it in my music. So yeah,
Exactly.
it's
I think
important.
all the feelings I'm feeling right now, it's all going to a song that you will hear
Yep,
in a couple of days. So here, just expect it.
exactly. Yep,
But like, what was it kind of like for you as a female in this industry? Because of course, it's not always easy with representation and everything. But what is kind of like
right.
your experience?
Yeah, like being a female, honestly, like so I think really over these past like few years especially we've had like a lot of females come into the like especially rap industry which I love it because the representation wasn't there for a long time.
Hmm.
Even whenever I was in my group when I was younger, like I was the only female in that group, and then in Oklahoma, like we have a scene, but it's still growing, it's not huge. So as a female artist, like there really was that missing space for that representation. So now like I love it. I love seeing all the girls killing it. And it just like drives me more to be, to step up into that place and also be representation because it's so important. Like, and I think the more females we have, then the more opportunity we have as listeners to find music we like. Like, whenever you listen to music now, you can really find somebody that says most of the things you agree with, or music that you can relate to. But whenever you only have like one or two female rappers, and it's like, well, if you don't relate to either of those things, then you just kind of left out. So I love
Mhm.
that now, like we have a lot of inclusivity and it's just so many of us so that, everybody has somebody that they like. And if you don't like me, go listen to this girl or go listen to this girl because you're gonna find somebody you like.
Right? Like, there's honestly so many. I feel like every year there's always a new rapper that's always a woman rapper that's always a hit. Like Megan Thee
Yes,
Stallion. Like, there's so many
right?
good rappers like that are up and new. They're like, oh my God, what do I listen to right now? Because there's so many
Yes,
options. Like, which I love is, of course, there should be like, of course, if you see a female rapper and you want to be a rapper and you're female, then it will be like, okay, there's people coming. That means I would have to do it
exactly.
too.
It's like inspirational, like you have to be able to see somebody doing what you want to do for you to be like, oh yeah, I could do that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like I know with being a independent artist, like it's honestly not easy doing basically most of the work and releasing music, writing
Mhm.
music, it's not easy. But how do you manage to do it all like kind of alone as an independent artist? Because I'm sure it's not easy.
It is not easy at all. I mean, honestly, it's a lot of time management and it really comes down to like how bad you want it. I'm really grateful that I have a manager who he really wants this as much as I do. He believes in me as much as I do.
Mhm.
And so it's really just like taking the time, sitting down, planning these things out. How are we going to release this? How, do we want to go about this or that or whatever the case may be? And then seeing it through, which is like one of the hardest things sometimes because like we still live a life. When you come home, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, now I gotta go do all this. But like at the end of the day, like this is what I love to do. So even though it's hard, it's not really like a job. It's really more fun, even the times whenever it's a little stressful or a little taxing.
Like, I honestly just feel that because as a person that does so many things, it's so hard to kind of find that balance between, okay, I want to do these work that I had to do, and also spend
Mm-hmm.
time for myself and want to do things I want to do, and also spend time with your family. Is honestly
Exactly.
something, to be quite honest, I'm still trying to figure out to this day. I still have no idea.
Me too.
But it's honestly so difficult as a young person to find that kind of management because I was like, because we love what we do, and it's so difficult to be like, okay, I want to do this so many times. I'm like, I also want to do this and this. It's like, it feels like we don't have a lot of time to do all of these things, which is, I just wish we had longer times.
Yes, always wish there was more time. But that's also why it's just important to, like, my whole thing for this year is like every day doing something that is putting me more in position for where I want to be. Like we all have the same amount of time, the same amount of days in the year. So it's just taking advantage of the time that we have to put myself more in a position every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
it's hard, but
like especially with having 24 hours in a day, like I don't know why, but it feels like the 24 hours is just flying by during the
oh
day.
yeah.
And now I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's a night already. Like how I felt like it was just 7 in the morning.
Right, exactly. Like, where did the day even go? What did I even do? Like,
You're like, what did I even do today? What did I have for breakfast
yeah,
this morning?
exactly.
But like how do you like deal with writing and collaborations as an independent artist?
So right now, like, whoever reaches out to me, like, I'm always down to work with people. I think that's one of the like best things about being an artist is like putting those sounds together. Like, let's collaborate, let's create, let's see what we can come up with. Like, that's how you get the new sounds and the music that you never would have expected to hear, but it's really good. So Yeah, as people reach out to me, or I'll reach out to people, like if I see an artist and I think they're dope, I'm like, hey, let's work, and then we go through whatever we need to go through to get that together. But I'm like always down to work. If there are any artists out there, reach out to me. I'm always like trying to work with somebody because, like, I don't know, that's part of the fun. Like music is really fun, even though of course it's a business, it's still fun.
And whatever you're listening or creating, like it's literally so fun. Like it's like for me, music is literally the what like the reason I'm really like so energetic because I'm like listening to music when I'm miserable and be like, hey, then I'm like,
Exactly.
I just have the happiest person in the world 2 seconds later. Like it's just
Exactly.
how music is just so powerful, like with collaborations and
Mhm.
stuff. Like being a songwriter and releasing music is like heaven for some reason for some people.
Yes. No, it's true though, because like music is one of those things that really brings people together. It makes our emotions come together. Like it's one of those moving forces within the world that like I don't even know if we could ever exist without music. Like of course there's like we need air, we need water, we need food, but it's like music has almost become one of those things that it's like, how do we exist without music? You know what I mean? Like, I can't even go a day without listening to music.
Oh,
I can't
same.
imagine just, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. So
Like
it's
I
like,
was literally just listening to music before I hopped on this interview. Like I
exactly.
really can't go without 5 minutes whenever I'm doing work. Like whenever I'm doing work or something, I put earpods in is listen to like country music or something. Like there's always something
Yeah,
I'm always listening to music with.
exactly. Exactly. Wait, okay. What country artist do you like? Real quick. What country artist do you like?
Well, there's honestly so many like Keith Urban, Walker Hayes,
Okay.
Tim McGraw, Luke Bryan, of course,
Okay. Love Luke Bryan. I love Luke Bryan. Do you
and
listen to Thomas Rhett? I love Thomas Rhett
oh, I
right
listen
now.
to Thomas Rhett. Do you like Thomas
Yes,
Rhett?
Thomas Rhett and Luke Combs. Those are my two
Oh,
right
Luke
now.
Holmes. I love Luke Holmes. And Cole
Hmm.
Bell is also a good one too. And Joe
Yes.
Nichols, I just started getting to him and I'm just like,
Okay, wait, I haven't heard of him. Okay, Joel Nichols. I'm about to look into him.
like I totally whoever's listening, and also for you as well, if you listen to his new single Broken Hearted single version, I recommend it. It's so good. It's so
Say
good.
less. I'm listening to that tonight. Say less.
I think that would be a song you will like because it's just so good. It's so relatable.
Okay. Okay. Say less.
But like overall, like as a person and as an artist, like what is your overall goal? I know there's so many goals you want
Ooh.
to have, but what is
Yes.
one of your main goals?
One of my main goals, like honestly, is I just want to inspire. Like that's my biggest thing. Like when I was a kid, I listened to music and that music inspired me, from I mean, all the way back to like Lil Lauren Hills and people like that who really paved the way to even the Nicki Minaj's when I was like in, middle school, high school, and all the way to even now the people that I listen to. And I just want to be that person for somebody.
Hmm.
Like there was times I was going through things and there were certain artists who, they brought me out of those deep depressions. They were the ones who, I was listening to over and over again during that breakup or whatever was going on in my life. And I just want to like be that for somebody else. Cause like, we're not alone here. Like, and we all have these feelings. And even, of course, we can make all the hype music, all the fun music and everything. And that's all great. But at the end of the day, like, we all have to have somebody to relate to. So I just hope to be someone that people can relate to and inspire people.
I love it. Like that's seriously my mission as well, because I'm like, as someone that has dealt with so many heartbreaks and depressions,
Hmm.
like with having an artist or someone to relate to is literally nothing better. Because when I see someone that has gone through the same experience as me or someone on TikTok or something, I'm like, I don't know this person, but I love her so much. I
But
want
sure, yes,
because I'm
exactly. Like,
like, when
you're
I
my
see
person.
people that are going through the same thing, I'm just like, I need to talk to this person because I need to express
Hmm.
my feelings and hopefully to connect.
Exactly, exactly. And that's like the best thing about music, like we could be from completely different backgrounds, completely different places, but we could both be into that same one artist. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
just by us being into that same one artist, we'll have more in common than somebody down the street from me right now. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like you might have everything in common with the person two states down or another continent.
Literally.
You see someone down the street and you're like, I've been friends with this person for since probably preschool and I have nothing in common.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. And music really like is a good bridge for that. It's just, yeah, like I said, like how do we live without music? Like it's so essential.
Like music is just, I feel like connects everyone together rather than anything else. Like music is
Yeah,
everyone go to
definitely.
concerts and everything. Like you're like you that's the one thing you have in common is that they all like this artist. That's why they're here. Like
Yep. Yep. And you'll bring people together. Like I said, you would have never thought would be, be brought together, but life changing.
yeah, it truly is. And I'm kind of curious, from being from Oklahoma, like what is kind of like the music industry like there? Because I never
It's
kind of heard about the Oklahoma industry, like music industry, so I'm kind of curious.
yeah. It's growing. Like we have a lot of artists now who are really, really dope, which is really cool. When I started, our industry was like super small. I mean, we had like, a couple of people, but it was very small. So now it's growing. We have more artists every day, which is great. And we're starting to get more attention here. So my hope is to really like, join in that and help bringing more attention here because that's really, I think, like all we need is just getting that attention so that we can have those like resources coming in, labels and, investors and people like that. And once we get that, I think we'll be set and good to go. But it's growing. There's definitely a lot of artists out here that I'm like, yeah, any one of us, any day, we're gonna take off.
Yeah, we're all going to Grammys in next like 2 years,
L-
hopefully. What's a surprise?
Literally,
But
literally.
I want to thank you so much, Sky, for coming on the podcast. It was such a blast talking with you. I love everything you're doing, your music. Like it's
Thank
literally such
you.
a bop. Like I love it. And I really appreciate everyone listening. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode and make sure to follow Sky on social media. Like, by the way, I forgot to ask, where can people find you on
Yes.
social media?
Yes. So you guys can find me on all social media, all streaming platforms under Sky High. I spell it a little different though. I spell it Skaihye. And that's everywhere you can find me.
Perfect. Everyone go follow her. Totally recommend. And if you guys have any recommendations or anything, feel free to reach out. I'm always taking recommendations and make sure to subscribe and review, like whoever is on a platform. And thank you so much, Sky, and everyone for listening and appreciate you coming on.
Yes, thank you for having me. And all y'all make sure y'all go subscribe and like her stuff too.
Yes, you heard her, guys. Make sure to subscribe,
Yes.
right? And make sure to go follow Sky, of course. But thank you everyone for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes. Bye.